Do you want a great gift idea? Do you want a really fast 10-minute sewing, handmade, homemade gift? Well, my friends, this is a tissue holder. And if you're looking for things to sell at a crafts fair, these sell very, very well. I've had these for sale at $3.50 on my table, and they sew great. This is another color inside out as I've turned it out and figured out how I made them again, because today we're going to make some. So I have in front of me 2 pieces of fabric for each one that I'm going to make, because they have a beautiful little lip here that's a different color. So whatever your favorite fabrics are, or whatever your colors that your friend likes, this is a purse tissue holder. So one piece should be 6 inches by... So the smaller one is 6 inches by 6.5 inches. The larger one is going to be 7 3/4 by 6 inches. So we're going to put the 2 of these together face to face and begin sewing. And I do have a tissue pack here just to show you it's easily going to fit inside of our side. So we're matching right sides together, and I have them side by side here. I'm going to go ahead and stitch my 1/4 inch seam here. And then I'm going to turn it around. Trim my threads, turn it around. Now you can see this is very uneven on this side. So I'm going to pull it over to where the sides line up perfectly, and then I'm going to stitch them together, my 1/4 inch seams. Gonna trim my threads, turn it right side out. And now, of course, one side is larger than the other. So the fabric that was the largest is the brown. So you see I have a nice little lip here. I'm going to take my seams and I'm going to push them towards that larger piece of fabric, which happens to be the beige with the stars this time. And let me see if I can lay this down and show you a little bit closer how I'm manipulating the fabric. Trim my threads. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so we're taking this, we're moving the seams towards the outside, pushing that lip down, folding it out, or pressing it out, folding our seams down, and this should lay completely flat. We can run over to the ironing board and pop that down flat now. And then we kind of want to fold it in half so where we know where our half mark is. And once we have our half mark, give it just a little crease so you know exactly where it is. We're going to take these pieces, we're going to fold them to that halfway mark and fold it to that halfway mark. Just a little bit over, but not even 1/8 of an inch. Just so that they're really bumping hard against one another. And then we're going to pull back the sewing machine. And you could definitely run over to the ironing board and press this if you have it handy. That would be a great setup. And we're just going to give our 1/4 inch seams here. We're going to flip it around, do our 1/4 inch seam on the other side. And we have our 1/4 inch seams. Looks like I just ran out of bobbin thread, so we're going to be changing that bobbin thread. And somehow I didn't get that cut just perfectly. Trim our threads. Now we're going to take this, we're going to open up each corner, and we're just going to knob it off. So we're going to sew right across that knob on all 4 corners. Okay, and we have new thread in the bobbin. We're going to take this up. We're just going to knob off the edges on all 4 corners to make it straight. Come around to the next corner. Guess we should trim it each time. Lay it out flat. Knob that corner off. And when I say knob it off, we're really only trimming about a 1/2 inch off. And these corners that we're knobbing off, as I called it, really giving it a gusset, is just so that this little napkin holder, tissue holder, will stand upright. So I have that one, I have that one. I don't have that one. Okay, so let's do that one. Okay, so all of my corners are gusseted, if you will. Trim off all of our threads. Nobody needs a thread left on a finished project. That is for certain. You can trim out those gussets if you want. I usually don't do it because it's not necessary. And then we're going to stick our fingers in each corner. We're going to open it up, turn it around, and we have this cute little tissue holder. And this one happens to be a more masculine or almost military one. So we can give this to a man just like we could give it to a woman. And we're going to go ahead and put our tissues in it. If your tissues don't have an opening on the top, just take your scissors, give it a nice, let me open these, sorry. Give it a nice little quick opening so that tissues can be pulled out of there easily. There we go. So they can open up, and we're going to pop them right inside. And we have our tissue maker. Now, what's really, really fun is if you put a brad in a corner, maybe that you don't gusset one, put a brad in the corner, you could put a keychain to it. That way you have it inside of a bag, it's easily pulled out. And we have our tissue holder. And again, my friends, let me show you a couple of these. This was the red and burgundy one I did in the past. I take my price tag off. I apologize for having that on there still. And again, these sell great in any craft show, church bazaar, anything that you have, because us who might need a tissue will have a great place to put our tissue. And I have often sold these for entire wedding parties. I've sold 50 of these at a time for a wedding, several others, 30 or 40. So again, this is a great, great gift for Christmas. I hope it's been an enjoyable little ride for you. And hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you right back here. Maybe we'll make a quilt next.